And you tell us in that statement about various different ways in which you communicated with other ministers and senior advisors. You tell us there, for example, that your contact with Nicola Sturgeon tended to be in-person conversations or by telephone, and there would likely be a text message exchange to arrange a conversation. I do not believe we ever communicated by WhatsApp. Are those text messages with Nicola Sturgeon still available to you?
They're not available, Mr Dawson.
Have they been deleted?
They have been deleted.
Were they deleted manually or by some auto-delete function?
They were deleted manually.
Why?
Because I was always advised by my private office that I should not hold information that was relevant to the government's official record in what are called ungoverned sources. So throughout my ministerial career, I have deleted material once I have made sure that any relevant information was placed on the official record of the government. And that was the approach that I was advised was the appropriate approach for me to take, which was to put all relevant material onto the government's official record and then to delete it.
What was your understanding of the source of that obligation?
That was advice given to me by my private office as far back as 2007 when I entered government, and it was also consistent in my view with the government's record management policy, which makes it clear that information that is held in ungoverned sources should be placed on the official record of the government and then deleted. And I also think it's consistent with the obligations of the ministerial code, which indicates that where a civil servant is not present for a conversation involving a minister, any relevant information should be placed on the official record and through dialogue with the private office, which would be the primary channel of my dialogue with the government, would be through my private office.
What do you mean by ungoverned sources? It seems slightly concerning there would be any ungoverned sources of the conduct of Scottish Government business.
Well, that's anything that's not on the official record of the government is what I think would be the definition of ungoverned sources.
So what you mean by that is telephones and things like that which are not controlled by the Scottish Government?
No, what I'm saying is that anything that's not on the official record of the government is essentially an ungoverned source.
So that would include absolutely everything, would it not, until it was included on the official record?
That's correct, yes.
And when you say that material was placed on the official record and then deleted, can you explain what your understanding is of what material you're required to place on the official record?
What I would consider that to be is any material that is relevant to the contact or the dialogue that has taken place. And I would essentially do that by sending an email to my private office. I make reference in my statement to the email account that I used. It's a Scottish Government email account. I would email from that email account. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I emailed from that email account hundreds of times a day to submit material to my private office on responses to submissions, on instructions that I wished to be undertaken, on any questions that I had, or on any information that I believed had to be added to the official record of the government.
So amongst those hundreds of emails a day, there will be some that contain the process of you conveying to your private office important information which has taken place in these ungoverned sources, which needs to be placed on the official record by them.
That is correct, yes.